Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Today I'm going to be giving you guys another Q&A. We're at like well over 100 now at this point. Who knows how long I can keep this up for, guys. The questions keep coming. I like it when they're not Dragon Ball because I like talking about Dragon Ball, but at the same time it's like I don't know how much there is left to really answer, I guess, if that makes sense. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what we got here. Is it possible Funimation might one day redub the entire Dragon Ball Z anime now that the cast has improved and we've seen that through Kai, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and Super? What if they did so to the films Dragon Ball and GT? I don't think they're gonna ever redub the Dragon Ball Z anime again because that really is what Kai is. That's kind of like their, for the most part, perfected voices with those characters, I would say. I don't really think they're going to touch GT or redo Dragon Ball either, though. So I don't really think it's necessary for them to redo it again because they're kind of already at their peak, right? So I think it'd be a little bit redundant. Have you ever played Bully? If not, you should try it out. It's one of the best games made by Rockstar. I've beaten the game probably like 5 times. Had it on PS2, and I also have it on 360. So yes, I've played Bully. I've played basically every Rockstar game there is. So yeah, even stuff when they were DMA. So, well, Rockstar North was DMA, as they were formerly known as. So I know what I'm talking about. Don't worry. More than those GTA YouTubers, that's for sure. But without throwing any more shade, how do you get girls? I like how I get asked these questions sometimes, and people will ask me like dating advice, even though I never really claimed to be some like masterful maestro in the art of picking up girls and going on dates and stuff. But I can give you my advice and what I already know, which is, if you want to pick up girls, there's plenty of options actually. You can do online. I actually just started talking to some girl on Tinder. I know, really, right? Tinder, like, you could say it's a hookup site. It almost felt weird doing it like that, but, we'll see where it goes. It did feel weird, though, because it's like, yeah, I have just downloaded Tinder, and then a few days later, match up with someone and start talking. It's a weird thing, that whole online thing. It's a whole different beast. But you can kind of approach it in the same way, but I would suggest go out there and meet a girl, and if you're probably wondering what you should do, what you should say, as cliche as it is, unless you're just looking for a one night stand or something, you have to be yourself, and that it really is the number one thing. Because if you're not being yourself, you're really lying to yourself. You're lying to the person that you're with, and you just overall just not being very honest, I suppose, with the whole situation. And let's keep it real. Being yourself is not going to normally won't get you every girl out there. It might not even get you many. It might maybe get you one. But that one girl that sticks around and does like you for you, that's something special. And I don't know how long it'll take, but one thing you have to learn in life is, and I'm a young guy, I'm 21. One thing you have to do is be honest with yourself and give yourself realistic expectations. Don't be cocky. And be very patient. Now, I'm not saying don't go out there and do stuff and get shit done, but I'm saying there's a time and a place for that, but you have to learn how to be a patient person, because good things can come to you. So, for instance, this girl situation, and this goes for if you want to get a guy too. Just be yourself, and eventually, trial and error. You'll find someone. Who knows how long that'll last for, but you will find somebody. So that's my advice. I know it probably sounds super cliched, and I love talking about stuff like this, even though I don't think I'm the most perfectly knowledgeable guy about everything. I love talking about this stuff, and I know, maybe a couple thousand people watch this, right? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll probably put a comment, pin it to the top. I've had this in my head for a long time. I really would love to do a podcast. I think one of the things I'm best at is just talking about stuff and continuing a conversation. And I think, I've wanted to do radio, but I haven't really had the opportunity to spring into action yet. I would love to do a podcast of some sort, and I want to get a gauge of exactly who of you would love to see that, because I know the Q&As are very specific for this channel, and I think that's probably maybe aside from gameplay, Q&As are the things people would watch the least. So hopefully most of my most dedicated people are in here listening to this, and I've been BSing for like the last 3 or 4 minutes. I really want to get an idea of who would like to see a podcast, so I'll pin a comment to the top, or just say I want to see a podcast. Anyone out there that's watching this, I'd like to hear your thoughts. 10 seconds in the comment section, type something down, send it. Very simple, and it'll help me get an idea of what kind of content I can produce for you guys, because that is kind of a dream as a podcast. So I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Do you want to hear me just talk about whatever? I'll try to have a structure to it. And we'll see where it goes from there. But other than that, let's continue on. Remember the advice I said about this question. I'm not saying it's right, but hell, give it a shot. Rejection is not a problem. It will hurt. There's no doubt about it. You're not going to get rejected the first time and be like, that was nothing. It'll hurt, but you're going to get used to it if you try enough. And, it's just another person. If it's just a random person you walk up to and want to get their number, or flirting with, and they say no, don't get hurt by them saying no. It's just a random person. They're no better than you, and you're no better than them. So don't worry about it. Quamman versus Blackened Fist in a staring contest. Well, it's funny, if I had this question done, we could have made this a stupid video when we were all at Tampa Comic-Con. But since we aren't there now, I would definitely say that Juan, being Blackened Fist, would definitely win. He stared a lot. He's a starer. He really is. He stares at things. He doesn't seem to blink a whole lot in person. So I feel like he'd beat Quinn. How strong would Wadagash make Zamasu stronger than he already is? I can't tell you by how much. I guess I can kind of gauge this next one. Golden Frieza with Wadagash power. See, these questions are getting crazy, guys. I'm telling you, they've always been crazy occasionally, but when you've done 100 plus Q&As, there's only so much creativity left, right? I don't have a problem answering these kind of questions, but I know a lot of people hate them. Golden Frieza with Wadagash's power, Toa's magic, and no stamina problems versus Vegeta after the Future Trunks arc. I'd still say I would say Golden Frieza just because of how much Wadagash after the transformations. I don't know how all that stuff really worked with Barry Karn. Just a normal guy gets possessed by this parasite and basically gets to like Fat Boo level almost, around that range, I guess. I didn't really analyze it that much, to be honest. I'm just saying, somewhere in the spectrum of Fat Boo. If it's a multiplier, then Golden Frieza's dominating, no problem. But I don't know how that whole parasite works. So who the hell knows? Best scream in all of Dragon Ball. My new number one is Zamasu Sangoku. That's how I said it, right? After he got the shit switch kicked out of his face. What the hell is this? The shit switch. Maybe I'm not up with the terminology there. That was a really good scream, and Zamasu had some really good lines. That's really tough. Who is the best scream in Dragon Ball? Or who had it? I'll tell you right now, it definitely wasn't Gohan versus Cell when he went Super Saiyan 2. In Kai, with Colin Clinkenbeard voicing him, as absolutely horrendous. Cell's got some good ones. Super Boo with Justin Cook voice acting for, the Funimation dub. That has some nice ones. I'm really not sure on what just off the top of my head, it would have to be some of the screams during Goku versus Frieza on Namek. There's some powerful ones there. It really is. And I'm kind of going off of the English dub, which some people aren't going to like. The screams, a lot of those screams are the more impactful for me. Not that I don't like the Japanese, because I have grown to very much love the Japanese voices, except for, Yajirobe, Kid Trunks. Like, Yajirobe's is just... I'm not a fan of Yajirobe's Japanese voice. But the best scream, it's got to be something Goku, any of the screams really from Goku versus Frieza on the Namek arc. That's what I would guess. But there's so many to pick from, and that's a very tough question to answer just in the spur of the moment here on a Q&A. And that's probably going to be the featured question because I want to see what you guys in the comments think about that. Give me your list. And I don't know if people are going to be mad because I make a question, the featured question, I don't exactly give them an answer. But when it's an opinion like this, I feel like I can get away with it. I'm just the ultimate clickbaiter anyway, so who cares? When was the last time you farted? Probably about 20 minutes ago. When was the last time you picked your nose? Like, you mean like an itch on like the inside of a nostril, like a hard pick? Because I can't remember a hard pick, but itch your nostril in the morning or, when you're going to take a shower, who cares? I don't know about a hard, like, finger up the nose pick, though. Who's funnier, you or Geekdom? Me and Danny are both really funny, and I'm kind of biased if I say myself, so I think Danny is a hilarious person, but I'm perfect, so there's kind of no way to, elevate above me, really. I don't really know who's funnier. It really is personal preference. I think what I'm really good at is quick firing like responses at people. Who's sexier, you or Quaman? I mean, that's not me to judge, is it? That's for you people. So that's I have no stance on that. Hey, I just finished half of this egg. Do you want the rest of it? No? Alright, we had some technical difficulties, and I had to reload the page, so we got like a bunch more questions. I was actually skimmed down the list a decent amount. We got some more questions here at the top. Universe 10, God of Destruction, must be much weaker than Beerus and Champa. Zamasu was able to kill him. We know that Zamasu can't kill isn't on... We know that the Zamasu can't kill isn't on Beerus' level. My brain's not registering that sentence there, but... So, Universe 10's God of Destruction must be weaker than Beerus and Champa. Zamasu was able to kill him. I think they just killed all the Kaioshins, and then that was kind of it, I mean, presumably when he killed Gowasu, that would have killed the Universe 10 God of Destruction regardless. So, I mean, I kind of see what you mean here, but he wasn't going around, the way I see it, he wasn't going around directly killing the Gods of Destruction, killing the Supreme Kais, which led to the Gods of Destruction dying themselves because they're, like, linked together, which I think is, like, the stupidest. I think it really is a stupid story point. It really, like, this is a stupid plot device, I feel like. I can't even talk. If you were at a con and found an 18 cosplayer and she was hot, would you try to get her number? I mean, assuming I'm single at the time, why the hell wouldn't I? Yeah. That's kind of like, I mean, you don't even have to be an 18 cosplayer. You just be some hot girl. I'll go right up to you, but no one says success is going to automatically happen. Super Saiyan 4 Broly versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Gogeta would stomp him. Let's end it off on this question. How was your day? My day was good. It's about a time in the day right now. It's a certain time. 5:42 p.m. Wow, I am cutting this video close for today. It's 5:42 p.m. Had a nice breakfast, some chicken sausage, some corn. Stir that up in a pan. Had some oatmeal. Well, oatmeal was my breakfast, and then the chicken sausage on the lunch. How am I forgetting that already? Pineapple juice, coffee, water, milk. I had a Nutri-Grain bar. Right, that's what they're called. My day was good. I just beat Resident Evil 4 on Professional. So, it's been a good day, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. And I'm going to get this video done and out to you guys. This Q&A has been all over the place. But seriously, consider the whole podcast thing Just think about it. I'm sure a lot of you guys already commented, and I appreciate it when you do that. So let me know your thoughts on everything I talked about. And other than that, thank you guys for watching this video. As always, it really is much appreciated. No matter how many times I say it, it's never said enough. So thanks for watching, and of course, I'll catch you later.